Happy Thursday morning, March 18, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Thursday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Thursday morning, so let's begin. First up, let's take a look at your COVID-19 numbers in New Hampshire. Let's take a look at those right now. And here is a look at those COVID-19 numbers for all of you right now. There are 79,365 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. And there are 1,202 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And there are 79 current number of hospitalizations for COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And that is a look at your COVID-19 numbers for New Hampshire. New Hampshire colleges announced plans for full in-person learning in the fall. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What is there not to love about Franklin Pierce?
The Pierce Promise New Hampshire Scholarship Program is new at Franklin Pierce for high school seniors.
After a year of hybrid courses, remote learning, some students never even stepping foot on campus, Plymouth State University plans big changes for the fall semester. If the pandemic is under control, students will return to classrooms and more.
We are planning to have a fully in-person semester starting at the end of August 2021 that will include in-person classes, athletic events, arts and culture performances, everything you can imagine.
The university will likely continue its COVID testing program.
Our students have told us that they want to be here, they want to be in the White Mountains, they want to be in person.
Keene State College expects masking requirements to remain and will be able to fall back on remote learning and distancing protocols, but plans full in person this fall.
We're really expanding our class day to enable classes to meet all day in person. And although we'll have those tools when we need them, our sole commitment is to be in person in our classrooms.
And Dartmouth College released a statement saying, "We are hoping to return to a normal in-person residential operation this fall. If vaccination progress slows, case counts substantially increase over spring and summer, or new variants emerge, we will be guided by the data and will adjust if and as needed." And no official announcement about specific plans for the University of New Hampshire yet. Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video in that report. U.S. Mint begins distributing coin commemorating Krista McCullough. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
It's a reminder of all Krista McCullough stood for and a tribute, her widower says, that spans beyond the woman chosen 35 years ago to be America's teacher in space.
She would insist that all teachers see and accept this new United States coin for what it actually is, a tribute to them.
First Lady Jill Biden, also an educator, accepted the first of those commemorative coins at the school named after the beloved Concord teacher who died in the Challenger shuttle disaster.
There's a saying that Krista loved, and it's inscribed on the coin that we unveiled today. I touch the future, I teach.
And the sale of this coin will help future generations. Part of the proceeds will go to First Robotics, a nonprofit science and technology initiative for kids founded by New Hampshire inventor Dean Kamen.
We believe that this will be a symbol of the coming age of FIRST becoming part of every school, kids all having access to the excitement and accessibility of technology.
Kristen Jacks was one of McAuliffe's students, and now she is a teacher, inspired by McAuliffe to this day.
I think she was just such a dynamic person. She was just taken from us so young, and what she would have done in her life as far as setting goals and reaching those goals, I can't imagine.
And even 35 years after her death, Krista McAuliffe still teaching us all to be brave, dream big, and never stop learning. Monica Hernandez, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Here's a look at your COVID-19 impact from yesterday, Wednesday's update in Massachusetts. And that is a look at your COVID-19 impact in Massachusetts. Person of interest sought in 4 arsons, fires, and burglary in Brockton. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
Seasons 4 in Lexington has the best selection of outdoor furniture, gift ideas, and accessories. Receive huge savings on our extensive discounted in-stock outdoor furnishings or place special orders early to avoid shipping delays. Seasons 4 Lexington, the outdoor living store.
Well, we watched here what burned overnight turn into rubble to be hauled away now. There were 4 fires, all connected, all arson, and as well as a 1:15 a.m. burglary at the Sears at the Westgate Mall. And yes, there is surveillance. Investigators releasing these images, a person of interest after 4 intentionally set fires broke out in Brockton overnight. The Brockton Fairgrounds landmark, the old State House building, had to be toppled after going up in flames. Around 1 a.m., the start of a 5-alarm firefight here, and police hot on the trail of a suspect.
They tracked the suspect through the cameras, and basically the guy ran up, and he was lighting fires throughout the city last night.
Brockton police chased a suspect, lost that suspect.
Investigators believe finding this man can help solve the crimes. This fire started near the entryway of the State House building. All of the fires were outdoors.
There was some damage done right over at Marciano Stadium. Someone burnt a little bit of the turf, which is a brand new turf. Again, that's troubling, but we'll rectify that. There was a brush fire behind West Middle School as well that was put out, no injuries.
Longtime resident watched demolition all day.
It's terrible.
The wooden and brick structure with a distinct tower wasn't used much in recent years.
There was 3 or 4 people that were homeless. I knew they were there. I didn't bother them, but they didn't cause the problem.
There were no injuries despite a fierce firefight.
There are some hydrants, but they're on small mains. When you have big fire like this, you need big water, so we had to get enough apparatus in place to be able to do that.
Okay, the suspect police chase was spotted at the Sears, ran toward DW Field Park. That's when there was another fire. This man was dropping clothing, which police now have as evidence. If you recognize that person of interest, call police. Live in Brockton, Rondella Richardson, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And here is a look at your main COVID-19 data. Total cases are 47,591 and total deaths are 725. And that is your main COVID-19 data. Governor Janet Mills extends Maine's COVID-19 civil state of emergency for the 13th time. Let's take a listen to that video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Governor Mills just extending Maine's state of civil emergency for another 30 days. This allows the state to tap into resources needed to fight the coronavirus. The state of civil emergency now expires on April 15th. Now, this is the 13th time the governor has extended it. That's because she can only do it in 30-day increments under state law.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Suspect charged with 8 counts of murder. Let's take a listen to that video from CBS Atlanta.
New at 11, and tonight investigators are not ruling out anything when it comes to the motive behind the spa shootings. It comes on the eve of the suspect's first court appearance.
Investigators say Robert Aaron Long is now facing 8 counts of murder, as we just heard Sierra mention. CBS 46's Zach Summers live tonight at the Cherokee County Detention Center, digging into Long's past. Zach, what have you learned?
Well, we know Robert Long's being held here at the Cherokee County Jail, reportedly on suicide watch. Each of those 8 murder charges account for each victim killed in Tuesday's spa shooting spree. Police say Robert Long confessed to the killings, claiming to have a sexual addiction, and says he wanted to eliminate temptations.
Everybody's scared, so they're hiding.
The 21-year-old is accused of shooting 8 people dead at 3 Atlanta area spas on Tuesday. 7 of the victims were women, 6 Asian.
He made a comment to that effect, that he was headed to Florida and that he was going to do similar acts in that state.
Long grew up in Woodstock, graduating from Sequoia High School in 2017. One of his classmates, who asked to remain anonymous, says Long kept to himself. He never saw him talking to girls.
He always had like a Bible on him and stuff like that. I mean, he was, like I said, like super shy. He kind of looked like a frail guy.
The classmate says he believes Long about the crimes not being racially motivated, recalling an incident when Long spoke out against racist behavior at their school.
I specifically remember how he was like, just not about that, and that like made him angry, and he was like, that's dumb. Why are they being racist?
Elders at Crabtree First Baptist, Long's church, released a statement saying they were heartbroken for all. Authorities say it was Long's parents who identified him, allowing police to quickly track his phone.
You can't help but feel for everybody involved. It's beyond the scope of normal, rational thought.
Long expected to make that first court appearance tomorrow via Zoom. That could, however, change given the severe weather. We'll keep you posted. Live in Cherokee County, Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And thank you for joining us for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye.